You're one of the two-way guys. Dakota Mathias, he was the hero in the last game, played for head coach Jason March and the Hustle. Hustle 5-5 on the year. The Capitanes come in at 8-5. Right now, they are in a position that would get them into the Showcase Cup playoffs coming up just before Christmas. So the Hustle with the back-to-back wins, knocking off a couple of teams in overtime. The win over Texas here last week in overtime. They went to Austin and won an overtime game there. They have put themselves just a game and a half out of that position that would get you into the Showcase Cup playoffs in Las Vegas. As we get underway, last year Mexico City played their first ever G League game right here at the Lander Center. They knocked off the Hustle. Then the Hustle would come back and beat them in the second game as they would split two games played here last year. This year, the Capitanes, as the first bucket of the game goes down for Alfonso McKinney. This is the first year Mexico City is playing a full schedule, not only playing the Showcase Cup like they did last year, but they will play the full regular season schedule this year in the G League. And now a turnover by the Hustle.
Well, and I was going to say, if you're wondering where Gary Clark is, if you just tuned in, we were told he'll be here in like 30 minutes.
Yes, he's
sort of told. But he's here. He will be here.
We got the starting lineup. Gary Clark is averaging 20 points and nearly 11 rebounds. And I looked at their starting lineup, but he wasn't in it. He wasn't on the injury report as Lofton cannot hit the three. And I said, well, what the heck's wrong with Gary Clark? And they said, well, he's just running late. He'll be here. So we'll see when Gary Clark arrives. The former Cincinnati star. Inside, there's the former Duke star Jalil Okafor, who's averaging 21 points and 7.5 rebounds a game while shooting 72% from the field, which is number one in the league.
He is a huge human being, Jalil Okafor.
Former third overall pick by Philadelphia.
Of course, won a national championship at Duke playing the aforementioned Tyus Jones. They played together in the same recruiting class.
NBA all-rookie performer his rookie year. This time can't handle the pass. It's a turnover by Mexico City as Mathias comes away with it. Bean down the lane out to Williams. His three ball goes down. That's a good sign. The last time Vince Williams played with the Hustle, he went 0 for 9 from 3 and just 1 of 11 from the field.
Well, and you could tell the way he played with the Grizzlies last night, and you could tell the way he's played with the Hustle so far. The 3 and D is what they have in mind for him. He is in the corner a lot. And speaking of Tyus Jones, he's now in the building.
There he is.
With his wife and child.
And Kennedy Chandler goes to the rim and gets his first three. Chandler played only one game with us, and that was at Rio Grande Valley, as I mentioned. He did have a double-double in that game with 14 points and 10 assists in his only Hustle game. That is his home Hustle debut. Alfonso McKinney on a drive. McKinney in the lane. One-legged jumper, no. Beats the shot clock. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Hustle. So between McKinney, Jalil Okafor, Bruno Caboclo, the former Grizzly player, who we will probably should see tonight. Gary Clark.
Don't talk about Bruno.
Gary Clark, who we expect to arrive at some point and play tonight. Those four guys have nearly 500 NBA games between them. And that's not counting Shabazz Napier, who is not with them because of a nose injury, who has another 345. So they have basically 750 NBA games on their roster.
No, I was very happy when we got the calls this morning about, Kennedy Chandler, Lofton, and Vince Williams being here. I said, we are going to need them because they have guys with real, as you just ran through, NBA game experience.
Mathias off the fake, pulls up, can't hit. Mathias had the game-winning three in the overtime game here last week. It was not Doug McDermott. That was what I was supposed to say, Doug McDermott. Sean McDermott, who had the overtime game winner at Austin then in the next game. Chandler working a little two-man game here with Lofton. Give and go. Chandler to the hoop, and he draws the foul. He'll go to the line as Jones picks up the foul.
Little give and go right there from Kennedy Chandler and Kenneth Lofton. You can tell they were trying to set it up the whole time. Finally found the space to make it happen, and Kennedy will get one free throw for 2 points.
Kennedy Chandler started high school career at Briarcrest Christian School in Memphis, and then Transferred to Sunrise Christian, then went to Tennessee for 1 year as he misses the free throw.
That's something you're going to need to make against this team, because this Mexico team, they are good at their free throws. Particularly their best players are good free throw shooters.
McKinney for 3, and that one goes down. Excuse me, that's Minaya, Justin Minaya, the former South Carolina Gamecock and Providence Friar.
Started with an M. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I saw the M, the M&M boys.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I like their jerseys. I like the little pink accents with the
Yeah,
numbers.
different from last year. Last year they were very, a lot of bright blue and yellow.
Yes.
I like, it's a darker shade of blue this year.
I like this. Jones in the lane, triple team, gets rid of it. And a 3-ball rattles out and rebound over Bean's head, but then he's able to chase it down and grab it. Chandler for 3, no. McKinney the rebound and a foul going to be called. That'll be Dakota Mathias. Mexico City, coached by Ramon Diaz. They went 4-8 last year. Again, they only played the Showcase Cup portion of the schedule, did not play the regular season. They're coming in off 2 wins in Birmingham, Friday and Sunday. They won Sunday 116-102. Okafor had 28-10 in that one. Clark had 23-11. They get it down low again to Okafor, and the big fella cannot hit. So Okafor's 3 for 6, which is terrible shooting for him, as Williams had it stripped away. Here comes the Capitanes.
Is that not backward?
He did not go all the way across.
Not go all the way across.
All 3 points was crossed. Mason Jones, former Arkansas Razorback star, kicks it in the corner. That 3 off the mark, and Bean another rebound.
Good rebound by Bean.
His third, and then a turnover.
It's just a bad pass. It's a bad pass.
Timeout here on the floor. 6:55 to go.
Alfonso McKinney, Gary Clark, and such. So you need Kennedy Chandler, Lofton, and Vince Williams to also be stars. Off the line, you got to keep them off the free throw line. Mexico City attempts the 6th most free throws per game and shoots the 3rd highest percentage, and then defensive rebounding. Both of these teams are top 10 in the league in defensive rebounding. You will look up at the end of the game, and whoever has the most defensive rebounds, that will probably be the team that wins the game, because it means the other team is being held to 1 shot.
You mentioned the free throw line. The Grizzly, or the Hustle rather, give up the fewest free throws to their opponents in the league, which is good. They will give up 1 right here, as it will be Jones to the free throw line. And these 2 teams are 1-2 in the league in fewest second chance points allowed. So that goes to your defensive rebounding. They do not give up second chance points. Neither one of them does. And so far, we only have 2 second chance points in the game. Those by Mexico City, as Jones knocks in the free throw to make it a 9-point lead for the Capitanes.
And here comes behind us, Gary Clark has arrived.
I don't know where he was. I don't know
where he was.
Why he wasn't with the team.
Gary Clark has arrived. Looks like he might be getting on the bike, get himself warmed up a little bit.
He did not show up with the team. That 3 is well off the mark, but a rebound and put back by Williams. Williams with 5 now.
I will
5
say,
of the 7 for the Hustle.
I will say it's not just because he scored 5 of the 7 points. The energy from Vince has been way better than the energy, as you see him with the deflection right there out of bounds, has been way better than from Lofton and Kennedy Chandler so far.
Sean McDermott checks in the game.
There's our guy, Gary Clark. Gary Clark on the bike. He has arrived.
I thought maybe he rode a bike here, but I guess not. That's not why he was late. I don't know. We didn't get word as to why he was late. We just got word that he would be late. It doesn't. Not exactly sure if he missed the bus from Birmingham or
maybe
had a couple of days to get here. Bruno Caboclo,
bad food.
The former Hustle and Grizzly player, gets his first 2 as he checks in and gets the bucket. Bruno Caboclo puts the Capitanes up 9.
We don't talk about Bruno.
First round pick of the Toronto Raptors.
Oh, there's a pickpocket right there by Perez. Oh, one hand!
Giselle Perez, native of the Dominican Republic, gets the dunk. It's an 11-point lead. Now Chandler to the rim, scoop no. Caboclo out of there to Jones. Working against McDermott, loses it and gets it back. Baseline drive and the finish off the glass there by McKinney. So McKinney Dean Okafor with 11 between them already. Bean on a drive. McDermott, who's been red hot, knocks in the three. Sean McDermott.
Oh, I mean, he has been
scorching. Over 50% in his last 6 games, 16 out of 31.
Yeah, it's 45% from 3 on the year.
McKinney, his 3. That one is pure. Alfonso McKinney, 35% from three-point range. But came in just 6 of his last 23. He's 2 for 2 tonight.
David Roddy is now in the building.
Lofton still has not scored. Chandler will try a 3. No. Bean the tip. No. Bruno's there for the rebound. Jones fires and rattles one down. Mason Jones, he can shoot it. Nearly 44% for him. 16-point lead here as the Hustle with just 10 points in the first 8 minutes. McDermott again, a little too strong. The back iron, long rebound, kicks out of there.
Still looked good. The shot looked good right there, just a little long, but it was on the line.
Minaya couldn't finish. Caboclo can on the putback. And the Capitanes all over the Hustle early on here. This is without Gary Clark. He could have stayed at the hotel.
Yeah. Well, Mexico City playing with way more energy than the Hustle are right now. A lot of standing on offense for the Hustle.
Nice move there by Lofton for his first 2. He's averaging 27.5. This is the 7th game he's played with the Hustle. He has scored at least 20 in every one of them. And the last 4, he's had double-doubles. Last time he played was on November the 21st. Jones on the drive, blocking foul called. Jones will go to the line. And there's a couple of subs here. Romeo Weems, Matthew Hurt will come in for Memphis. Mendoza returns for Mexico City. Matthias and Dean go out for Memphis, and McKinney will get a rest for the Capitanes. So Mason Jones back to the free throw line for the second time. 80% shooter. Former co-SEC Player of the Year. He's first team All-G League last year when he played for South Bay. Last year, after playing with South Bay, got a 2-way deal. Played 4 games with the Lakers. 16-5 run to open up an 18-point lead, and a foul called on Caboclo here as he guards Lofton. Under 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. So far, it's all Mexico City. They've needed 30 teams played early on this season. 2 games down in Mexico City. The Hustle's first ever visit to Mexico City. And it was a split down there. Hustle winning the first game 111-101, and then Mexico City came back 3 nights later and knocked off the Hustle 108-93. Jacob Gilliard coming off a triple-double down in Austin into the game for the first time as Williams can't hit the 3. The first Hustle triple-double since Tristan Burrell back in 2018 for Gilliard in the last game. Mendoza with the runner off the back iron. McDermott has the board. Matthew Hurt, he's been scoring recently. Can't hit the 3 there. Had back-to-back 20-plus point games against Texas last week, did Hurt. 3-pointer for Perez is short. Williams aggressive in the lane and fouled by Caboclo. Caboclo picks up the second. First of the last 2 minutes for Mexico City as Jalil Okafor checks back in with Minaya going out. Gilliard with 10 to shoot. Williams into the lane, out for Hurt. His three is good. Matthew Hurt, just 25% from three-point range on the year, but been shooting it and scoring it lately.
Yeah, and he was 2 for 12 from three in the 2 games earlier this season against Mexico City. That's good to see. His scoring has steadily been going up as he's gotten to play more and more. He gets back in rhythm. And Sean McDermott, speaking of rhythm, we talked about what he's done from the three-point line, and he
would say, but he said when I walked off the floor after the overtime game there the first time, when they won the game on a three-point play, I knew I was fouling the next time that situation presented itself. He said I didn't tell anybody other than my wife that was going to be the strategy, but that was going to be the strategy no matter what.
Well, if your wife can't keep a secret, then you can't trust anybody to keep a secret.
But
and I think she kept the secret.
I think it is the right play. If the other team needs
absolutely.
3 and you need 2, you want to control it yourself. Don't let them win it without you getting another possession.
You know, there are some small, subtle things that throughout his coaching tenure here with us that you can tell Coach March has gotten just a little bit better at, and those are small decisions. You know, it just seems like kind of a minuscule thing, like in the grand scheme, but it actually is something that is great in the big picture. Is helping you grow as a coach.
All of these coaches are learning the Elam ending. Like they don't. You're trying to figure out how to coach it on the fly because you've never had to coach that way before. You're just. So it's trying everything and seeing what works and what doesn't work. That one worked. 32-20 Mexico City. Bruno Caboclo just powers his way inside and gets the bucket. Using his brute strength there, Caboclo now with 6. So you can see the guys with the NBA experience for this. McKinney 8, Okafor 8, Jones 7, Caboclo 6.
Well, you look in the loss.
Tip up and in. Who are they going to give it to?
Vince put his hand up like he got it.
Well, that's a smart thing to do. If you jump up there like that, just claim it. They're going to give it to Williams.
They're going to give it to Williams.
First to claim it gets it. Okafor claims that one. He's in double figures with 10.
Well, you know, in the loss, or in the hustle win over Mexico City, Bruno had 4 points, 5 rebounds. McKinney didn't even play. Okafor only had 9.
Mexico City is not known for their paint scoring. They only average 51 points per game, which is 22nd in the league, which is surprising with the fact that they do have him. However, 20 points in the paint in that first quarter for Mexico City. So it's a lot of it, and most of it has been Okafor.
And I would tell you also one of the keys that I had was defensive rebounding. You look at that, 11 defensive rebounds for Mexico City, 8 for the hustle, and that shows you the hustle have been missing shots. Both of these teams are good at cleaning up the defensive glass. And that means they also have been missing more shots, and they miss another one right there.
And Okafor has that defensive rebound, his 3rd. Caio Pacheco, a Brazilian native. He'll try a 3 from straight away. And that one's in and out. Rebound by tap, controlled by Mexico City.
There were a couple of hustle guys around that. You can't just allow them to tap the ball back. Mendoza, good hustle right there to tap the offensive rebound back. But somebody from the hustle is going to grab that ball.
Pacheco given a second chance, knocks it in. This one a little deeper. Straight away once again. It goes down, and it's a 17-point game. Gary Clark, by the way, off the bike and into the game. The late arriver. He is a good one as well. Clark jumps in 3rd in the league in rebounding and averaging 20 points per game. Offensive rebound by Weems, but can't get the putback. Pacheco kicks it out, and the 3 goes down. So right off the bicycle and into the scoring column with the 3 is Gary Clark.
Not a shocker with that.
35% three-point shooter, leads them in three-pointers made and attempted. As McDermott's 3 won't go.
Good steal right there by Vince Williams, then draws the foul on Perez. Might have rolled his ankle.
Yeah, holding his right ankle down on the floor.
He's not getting up.
Mason Jones will replace him as the training staff will come out to look at him. Gilliard checking into the game for Memphis. So they are helping Giselle Perez back to the locker room. Did not look good for him with an ankle injury. As you see there, getting help from teammate training staff to get off the floor. And now a traveling violation. You're going to keep a traveling chart tonight?
Oh, yeah. Josh, something we started while you were not here. Josh is here. Martina not with us tonight.
Once again, you were delegating responsibility.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a man with a lot on my plate here, Eli. Keep a traveling counter, okay? So that's one. It's up to you. It's up to you, Josh.
You're a man with a lot on your plate before the game.
Oh, come on. Come on, man. That's protein. Oh, Vince Williams.
Williams now with 12, 2 for 3 from long range. So he leads all scores. Also needs some stops. That's not the way to get it as Okafor catches it deep and gets the easy bucket. He matches Williams with 12 now. 12 points, 5 rebounds for the former Duke star.
I thought Robio was going to shoot that for a second.
Duke on Duke right here with Hurt on Okafor. Now they get the switch. Bean, corner 3, no. Mendoza the rebound. Trying to get it to Okafor again. And Hurt has no chance.
No.
Vince
McMahon, no chance.
The Duke on Duke crime there is just not. He's given up. Let's see. They list Okafor at 270. That's probably being a little generous. Hurt's listed at 234, so almost 40 pounds difference in the listing.
I'm trying to see if we have any other. Looking to see if maybe Taylor Jenkins is up in the crowd.
And again, this time they're going to get Okafor, I think. Yes, they are. They're going to get Okafor battling for the position against Hurt, and they'll call the offensive foul. So good job there. Hurt won the battle that time.
Good work.
I guess it was a draw. Each had a foul. But they also do get the turnover. 3 turnovers against Mexico City now. Gilliard. Weems. Oh, nice scoop, but overshot it. It's rebounded again by Okafor, his 6th. Corner 3 ball, well short. Okafor will be fouled by Weems. Tough one there for Weems. Weems just trapped her in the basket.
Yeah.
Okafor's like laying on top of him to grab that shot, which was way short.
Everyone's like, what am I supposed to do?
Just standing here. That's a tough one there.
That is a tough one.
So Okafor to the line. He is 78%, nearly 79% on the season. Leaves it short. Bean has the rebound. Gilliard with Okafor on him. Goes to the step back and hits the 3. Well, that's good to see. Gilliard was just one of his last 18 from three-point range coming in. Inside, good passing, and Okafor the bucket.
I mean, you could look at Matthew Hurt. He's like, what? One of my, he is too strong for me.
14-7 now for the former number 3 overall pick. He's been over 20 points in his last 6. As McDermott gets inside and scores for the Hustle. Hustle just trying to hang around at this point. It's a 16-point game, which that can disappear in a hurry. Jones has Weems all over. Good job by Romeo Weems defensively. They run a double team towards Okafor. And they kick it out with a corner three, beating the shot clock. It goes down. Minaya hits the three just in front of the shot clock, his second of the game. Gilliard leaves it for Bean, and Bean scores in the lane.
Good cut right there by Bean off the ball. Gilliard, very good assist guy. He finds the cutting Bean who makes the shot.
Bean sat out the last game with some ankle soreness.
Clark did travel right there. He got away with one.
Here's Jones to the basket, kicks it out. Clark passes on the three. Instead, it's Minaya, and he hits another. His third of the game. He's got 9 now. And it's a 20-point lead here at 52-32.
And they got 10 assists on their 20 made baskets.
8 of 16 from three-point land.
I mean, this comes down to as simple as,
Hurt answers with a three of his own. His second of the game.
Good three by Matthew Hurt. The hustle, they got to be able to get stops. I mean, Mexico City shooting almost 60% from the field, and they're 50% from three.
Lofton and Chandler waiting to check back in at the next dead ball for Memphis. McKinney lines up a three. That one won't go. Rebound tipped into the hands of Gilliard. Gilliard off the triple-double on Friday. Leaves it for Hurt. Hurt's three ball. This one won't go. And Bean came over the top on the rebound. And that will bring Lofton and Chandler into the game. Hurt and Gilliard go to the bench. Caboclo back in for Mexico City as Okafor goes out. Matthew Hurt certainly on the bench going, really? Now they take Okafor out when I go out of the game? Caboclo pops out. Drives against Lofton. Gets inside.
I mean, just...
Horses they got.
They do.
Caboclo is not as big as Okafor, but he is strong.
It is basically spit like some man-at-arm defense.
26 points in the paint now. And speaking of some strength, Lofton was not to be denied there. The big fella has 4. 3 too strong by Jones into the hands of McDermott. Go back to Lofton against Caboclo.
And travel again.
Add another one.
We started this travel counter because there was a game where, Lofton got called for about 6 travels.
Let's see here. I don't know if he ever moved the right.
I don't know.
The right foot stayed down, but I don't know. It was close.
I would say pass the ball. It's too much holding of the ball. And everybody else just ends up standing around. McDermott did not expect that ball to hit his hand.
No.
And Bean gets it stolen right back from him.
Here comes Caboclo now. Caboclo right down the lane to the rim. No. Bean the rebound. Lofton. And he'll get that one to go off the glass. Working against Caboclo. His third bucket of the game. 6 points now. Back to a 15-point game. Hustle can string some stops together. Get this thing down to single digits. McKinney right to the rim. And that's going to be a timeout by Jason Barge. That's just too easy.
Way too easy.
It's a lot of... So far, Mexico City's just been playing some bully ball, powering their way to the rim. 28 points in the paint. They're shooting 56%. But they're also knocking down threes. 44%, 8 of 18 from three-point range. Hustle shooting 43% overall, 7 of 21 from three-point range. Chandler on a drive. Chandler accelerates, but getting there to get a partial block on it was Caboclo.
Kennedy Chandler is now 1 for 6.
And at the other end, McKinney, an easy little shot just outside the lane goes down. Make sure they'll give him in the paint on that. Those was in the paint, so 30 in the paint now for Mexico City. And that one lost out of bounds by Lofton to Mexico City. Chance for their biggest lead of the game. They've led by as many as 20. Hustle have not led. McKinney this time for three. Rebound into the hands of Bean on the deflection. Bean going to take it himself, and he'll draw the contact. Justin Bean will go to the free throw line. Justin Bean, whose alma mater, Utah State, will be the opponent of the Memphis Tigers in the First Responders Bowl down in Dallas, Texas at the end of the month.
Yes. The Aggies and the Tigers. Bean knocks in the free throw, and it's a 17-point game. Let's see if you can't cut into this before halftime. You got 3 minutes.
Got to get some stops to make it happen. Jones with the lob.
Not a stop.
Not the way to do it. Caboclo gets the jam. Caboclo into double figures off the bench with 10, joining Okafor and McKinney.
So 3 guys you needed to watch out for. Yeah, they're doing damage.
Yeah, the only one that isn't is the guy who arrived late, as that one goes down for Matthias, the 3.
Yeah, and Mason Jones, you got to watch out for.
Yeah, Mason Jones is really good.
He's got 7 points on 3 shots, so.
Yeah, he averages 19 a game. This one knocked away. Lofton comes up with a loose ball. Pushes himself. Lofton down the lane. Finds Bean. That one too strong. And McKinney has the board. Meanwhile, Caboclo gets another dunk. Bruno against his former team with 14. Now a turnover by the Hustle, but they get it right back. Well, no, they don't. Minaya picks it up. Jones to Caboclo, and this time Caboclo will not get the dunk. He'll get a free throw instead. Williams returning. Bean going out now for the Hustle. I don't think they gave Caboclo credit for that last dunk. I think they gave that to somebody else.
Yeah, I think they did too.
He should have 14, I believe. They have him only with 12 right now. A chance to get to 14 at the line. They may correct that later. We'll have to wait and see. Can't hit the free throw. He's a great free throw shooter.
It's been 90%.
Yeah, top 10 in the league. Actually, 3rd in the league coming in.
They got a couple guys in the 90s.
And Matthias hits the elbow jumper. 5 points for Dakota. 90 seconds to go here, second quarter. Jones on a drive. Cut off in the corner. 3-ball, no. Minaya can't hit. Here come the Hustle. Lofton powers his way in, missed, but it's picked up and put in by Kennedy Chandler.
Good job by Kennedy Chandler to stay with that right there. Could have easily just stood back and thinking Lofton's going to make it, but he decided to stay with it, and he's able to get a putback, and then 2 points the other way because the G League moves incredibly fast.
Williams back the other way inside. Williams.
So a couple plays in a row from Kennedy Chandler. Got the assist right there. His first of the game. He was in double digits in assists the last time he played with the Hustle, which was actually the only time he's played in a game with the Hustle this season.
This one blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Mexico City. 45 seconds to go here in this first half. Jones skip pass, and McDermott almost had the interception off his fingertips and out of bounds. 11 on the shot clock for Mexico City. Capitanes to inbound over on the sideline. Stop at a score here. Get it down to maybe 12 or so at the half. Here's a lob, and it cannot be completed. McKinney couldn't make the catch, so Chandler the other direction. McDermott fakes the 3. Kicks it to Williams. He'll try a 3. That one's short. McKinney has the rebound. And now basically no difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So Mexico City can hold for the final shot.
Mason Jones and Vince Williams getting into it a little bit.
Jones on a drive. Caboclo kicks to Minaya. His 3 goes down with 1.2 remaining. Mania with 12. And it'll be Lofton at the buzzer. And that one is no good. So the Hustle never led.
So big, they have 2 fire stations on campus.
Wow.
And then major shrinkage. Did you know this? Mexico City was built on a lake. And Mexico City is shrinking at 10 inches per year because the city the lake that the city was built on, the city uses that lake to draw water from it.
How about that?
Yeah. And you know what? If we play Mexico City again, I could do more Mexico City facts. There are so many interesting things about Mexico City. You know, we've never gotten to travel with the Hustle. That is the one trip. Like, I had somebody ask me, like, you didn't go to Mexico City? I was like, no, they didn't, you know, because we only do the home broadcast. I'm like, if there was a trip to make, that Mexico City trip, I think, would have been really cool to make.
Yeah, the Hustle were down there for
we
4
may not
days.
Have been, and you and I, knowing us not being in the greatest of shape, we probably would have struggled with the altitude. As Lofton skips it up ahead to Vince Williams Jr. Vince Williams Jr. now, the only Hustle player in double figures, but he leads all scorers in the game now with 16. Let's see if we get some energy here to start the third quarter.
But Chandler had the chase down block there, and then they get the bucket on the other end, so maybe that'll ignite this a little bit. The corner 3 will not go, and Matthias has the rebound off of the Jones miss.
You get too many guys on one side. Let's spread this out.
Lofton at the top of the key.
He did not need to spin back like that. He should have just kept going right. That's a bad shot.
McKinney with the rebound for Mexico City. They're going to go to Okafor, the big fella, against Lofton. Now triple teamed and gets it back out of there to McKinney. 8 to shoot now. They go back to Okafor. Okafor with the spin move, and that's got to be something. That's going to be a jump ball or a travel. They're going to go jump ball.
It's one or the other.
Lofton's got his hand on it. They'll jump it up with Lofton and Okafor. Now, there's only 4 on the shot clock, but Mexico City wins the tap. This is what I hate about jump balls. It's more about trying to get all the people set around
I
the
know.
thing. That's why I hate jump balls.
Well, it's better than the possession arrow. But it is kind of like it's almost become like a face-off in hockey. You know, they're always constantly moving guys around and out of the face-off in hockey.
And they get the 3. They win the tap. Mania saves it into McKinney, and McKinney hits the 3 to push it back to 18. Big possession right there. McKinney now with 17 and 8 rebounds. And we're going to get a foul here. Okafor picks up the foul. That is his 3rd. Would be a bad thing if he picked up a 4th. Take a look there at Tyus Jones, Okafor's former Duke teammate.
Also, my good friend, Grind City Media's Kelsey Wright Johnson's in the house tonight. Scooty Penn, Chris's assistant's also in the house. They got a big, his alma mater snuck into the college football playoff.
They did indeed.
They got a big one against Georgia.
Got a little help.
Go Bucks. Gonna be tough. Really tough.
Yes, it is.
I mean, they got blown out by Michigan, and Georgia kind of plays the same way, except they have better players, so.
Chandler's 3, no.
Still off 3, Kennedy Chandler. Yeah, it's so weird, because he was a good three-point shooter at Tennessee.
And McKinney continues to knock him down. That's his 4th of the game. He's up to 20 now. Came in averaging 14 and a half.
So I'm saying, Chandler, you can't get the 3 to fall. Go to the basket. You're quick enough to attack all these guys off the dribble.
He's got great explosiveness off the dribble.
I mean, you saw a couple plays last night when he drove to the basket against somebody. Like, he caught like Bam Adebayo and those guys off guard. Like, whoa, that guy's got to burst. Attack the rim. If the shot's not falling, attack the rim. Get yourself some confidence there, and then maybe the outside shot will start to fall again.
Okay, Okafor is called for a technical, and he's bleeding. Probably why you got to take
Probably
complaining about.
He's like, I'm legit bleeding.
They say no blood, no foul. I got legit blood, so they're gonna pause here while they.
He's like, where is the blood? He's like, I honestly don't know where I'm bleeding.
Well, he's.
I got this up here, Shante. If you want
Oh, right there.
Yeah, he's got blood. I don't know.
Yeah, there it is. On the back of his arm.
Yeah,
there's. I was like, where is he bleeding? Oh, yeah,
I saw
right
that
there.
I don't know why they're not.
He turned around. I'm like, oh, it's there.
I don't know why they're not doing anything about it. Now he's going to go to the bench. They're just going to bring Caboclo in instead of keeping him in the game. He'll go to the bench and get it taken care of.
What a shame. Jalil Okafor goes out, but you get to bring in Bruno Caboclo.
The technical free throw is good. And that's one free throw for 1 point, since it's a technical. And now it should be hustle ball back here. Yep, now we're getting there. Our officials are Ashley Gloss. She's the one that just called the technical. Ian McClenny and Shante Anderson, and they're getting this figured out. Now we're ready to go. Chandler's pass almost stolen out of bounds. It'll stay with the hustle. 14 to shoot. Dean's pass deflected. He gets it back. 6 to shoot now for Lofton. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Lofton to the rim. Denied. They're going to play on instead of the shot clock violation.
Yeah, he wanted a foul. He did not get fouled. That ball was blocked.
Jones on a drive, and he is fouled.
That is a foul. That is a foul. Yes. Turn your body sideways.
Turn your body and hip check like that. That's going to be a foul every time. So that will send Jones to the free throw line, where he is 2 for 2. Over 80% on the year. 2 for 3 now. Just a 16-point game. If the Hustle can string together some scores and stops, get this thing into single digits, give themselves a chance. There's still plenty of time remaining in this one. Williams, an aggressive drive and finish.
Strong move by Vince Williams right there. Push back Alfonso McKinney. Got the 2 points, and Vince Williams now 19.7 of 10 from the field.
Delay a game warning there against the Hustle. Down to 14.
He's talking to McKinney too, but they're laughing about it.
Don't need to motivate McKinney anymore. He's already got 20, so let's not make him angry if we don't have to.
Yeah, Alfonso McKinney's played a lot of NBA minutes, so I really don't think this is something that he's, he just kind of goes with the flow.
Williams picks up the foul. McKinney played in the NBA Finals in 2019 with Golden State. Played last year with the Bulls, 17 games when he got a call up. Here he is with a corner 3, and that one goes down, and he's laughing about it.
Laughing about it, yeah.
His 5th 3, he's got 23.
That was a good cut right there from Vince Williams, and Kennedy totally missed him.
Williams, his 3, no. Tip, Bean will not go, and McKinney has the rebound. McKinney nearing a double-double, his 9th rebound. And that's going to be a turnover. This Mexico City team's work is they don't have the affiliation with an NBA team, so you don't have the two-way guys, things like that, but they've got all these NBA veterans.
Yes.
Instead, they're filled out with veterans with a lot of NBA experience. Matthias, little runner. That one goes down. He wanted a foul. Didn't get it, but he hits the shot. Matthias was 7. on the drive in the lane. Good defense by Matthias, and that's going to be hustle basketball. Nice job there. Dakota Matthias creating the turnover on the drive by Mendoza. Hustle trailing by 15.
Central outside section 105 tonight. Season tickets start at just $10 per game, and the perks are.
Well, after all those points in the paint in the first half, Mexico City does not have any points in the paint here so far in the second half. All their points have come on Alfonso McKinney threes. He's made 3 of them here in the third quarter to account for their 9 points. Lofton against Caboclo. Lofton goes up and under and cannot hit as he goes to the floor.
Who that pass was intended for right there. There were 3 Mexico City players around the ball.
Surrounded.
It hit the back foot of someone and then bounced to, I think it was Minaya.
Minaya with the step back jumper, top of the key. It goes down. Minaya's been really good.
He's a good player.
23-year-old. Spent last year at Providence after 4 years at South Carolina. Bean from the elbow. No.
You got to make those kind of shots right there. You got to make that shot.
Three will not go down for Caboclo.
If that would have gone in, I would have just said, all right, let's pack it up.
And then Williams is blocked by Caboclo, who he signals that you should challenge that.
I thought it was clean, but
Williams thought he had an easy one and did not expect Caboclo to get there.
I thought it was clean. I mean, you're up 17. If you want to use your challenge, you could.
It's 3 on Caboclo.
Do we have a replay of that?
So Okafor and Caboclo each with 3 now.
They may say that he got him with body, too.
Williams hits the free throw for the 2 points. You know, the interesting thing about Mexico, we talk about they don't have the two-way guys, they don't have the affiliation, but with all of these guys that they have, and again, they're playing the full season this year, they'll play the regular season as well. This is a roster that could end up getting picked apart by some call-ups for some 10-day contracts.
Oh, there's no doubt about
with
that.
With the veteran guys they got, these are guys that NBA teams with like 10-day contracts. I mean, a lot of these guys were call-ups last year on 10-day deals.
No, that will happen. That 100% will happen.
I mean, McKinney last year, Clark last year, Jones last year. Certainly you could see Caboclo and Okafor, Shabazz Napier get call-up deals.
Well, we know from our experience in Coach March's first year here, the hustle. I mean, if you're one of the better teams, your guys start getting picked off.
Well, the thing, they don't have complete control over any of their guys.
No.
So they're susceptible to anybody being called up at any time.
Absolutely.
Lofton powers his way inside. Can't get it to go, though. And Bean there for the rebound. Gilliard out to Bean, and he's on the sideline out of bounds. Pacheco going to check back in here as it'll be Minaya going out for Mexico. No, it's not going to be Minaya. It's going to be McKinney going out for Mexico City. McKinney to the bench with 23. Clark back in. Clark for 3. Clark hits the 3. His second bucket of the game. Both have been from long range. He's got 6. Matthias steps into the 3. That one's short. And Clark again. So Clark at maybe halftime kind of got him ready to go since he arrived late for the game.
Yeah.
Now he's got 5 straight years. He checks back in.
First half was just a little warm up. He got here with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Lofton knocks in the 3. Came in just 6 of 28 from 3-point range. 1 for 4 now tonight.
Kenneth Lofton has 0 rebounds.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a travel.
Travel. Josh, that's travel. There you go. Thanks to Eli. I can't take responsibility for telling you to do that. That was Eli. Eli's always the responsible one out of this group.
I just pointed out that's travel.
Yeah.
Seeing if you were paying attention.
Yeah, well, it woke me up.
Didn't know if you were or not.
Well, it woke me up. I was.
Lofton will try another and hit another. Back-to-back threes by Lofton. 16 now. He has scored at least 20 in every one of the 6 games he's played with the Hustle. Down to a 14-point game. Clark. Oh, denied by Hurt. Out of bounds with 4 to shoot here for Mexico City.
Heck of a defensive effort right there by Matthew Hurt to get the block.
Saw it going back to that right hand and read it beautifully. Okafor checks back in now. They got that blood taped up on his right arm. Clark off the inbound, almost fouled by Weems. And Clark going to have to launch here, well short, and a shot clock violation is called. Clark wanted to argue that he was fouled, didn't realize there was only a second on the shot clock. Chance to cut further into this here. 85-71. McDermott, deep 3, no. Looked good. Out of bounds, though. The Hustle will keep it. They'll put 14 on the shot clock. And we're going to get a timeout. 2:52 remaining here in the third. Hustle trailing by 14. They've got the ball. Lofton has heated it up. He's got 16 now, with Williams having 21. They're leading the way for Memphis. Here's Hurt off the feed from Gilliard with the two-handed dunk to make it a 12-point game. And they get it down into single digits. It's been a long time since it's been in single digits. Gilliard now, by the way, 5 assists. Came in among the league leaders at 7.7 a game. Okafor had it poked away. Lofton foul is called, though. Lofton did not like that one. Let out quite a yell that could have earned him a tee. We've been there before. And Lofton going to go to the bench now. Mendoza in for Caboclo for Mexico City. Get a strong finish to this quarter here. Get it in the single digits going to the fourth.
Absolutely.
So outscored them by 5 here in the third. Cut into the lead. Okafor takes the bump, gets the foul. They'll go to the line. Matthew Hurt. So had a rough go against the big fella. He's probably begging for some mercy from his fellow Dookie. Take it easy on me, big guy. You outweigh me by 40 pounds.
Yeah. We're both Blue Devils. And don't do it in front of Tyus, too. Tyus is watching this Duke-on-Duke crime.
Yeah. Okafor hits the free throw. 16 now for Okafor. Gilliard sets up Hurt. Hurt going at Okafor this way. Goes to the fadeaway, and it's well short. We saw him hit that one last week, the old Dirk. That one was well short.
Well, short.
It was well short. Now they go back to Okafor against him. Weems shows double team, doesn't come, and Okafor scores. When Okafor came in the league, I thought he was going to be really, really good. And he was all rookie his first year, and then the game has just changed.
Yeah, the league
the big guys like him if you can't step out and make jumpers, they don't want you anymore.
It's the same thing that happened to Greg Monroe.
Yeah.
Greg Monroe had a couple really good seasons in the NBA, and the league just didn't go his way.
I mean, we see Okafor can shoot 72% from the field because everything is around the rim. Like, he doesn't shoot from more than 6 feet. Like, that's as far as he's going to shoot one, basically.
Yeah, you got to be able to step out. You got to be willing to at least stretch the floor. Vince Williams, speaking of stretching the floor.
Weems.
Sorry.
Weeds, who had started the last 2 games and has been playing really well the last couple of games as a starter. Tonight, back off the bench with the two-way guys here. And Shane,
my bad. You messed up a Mexico City player earlier. That's right. So,
Okafor misses. And then gets it back and puts it in. Standing right at the rim, he's hard to stop when he's right there with the basketball. Caught the air ball, missed one, and then made the second. And now here's a turnover. So miscommunication there. Pacheco back the other way. There's a miss, and Okafor there for the follow.
You knew if he missed, Okafor was going to follow that one.
It's 20 points now for Okafor.
So it was a 12-point game when you said, let's get this under double digits, and now it's back up to 15, as that's going to be an offensive foul on Romeo Weems. Got it right that time.
Yeah, sure. You get his name right when it's the bad things.
Oh.
You don't give him credit for the three. You just get him credit for the foul.
You know, in my defense, Romeo hadn't made a three yet, and Vince had. And Vince had been scoring.
Okafor, by the way, now with the double-double, 22 and 10, his third double-double of the year. McKinney needs one more rebound for his double-double. Pacheco, that one brought rain with it. It was so high, and it comes up short. And at the buzzer, Williams, that one also a rainmaker.
It was.
That one almost hit the rafters. And after 3, 78. I guess, John, the big question after watching the first 3 quarters would be, how in the world did we hold Jahlil Okafor to 9 points in the game?
I don't know what happened there. The only thing I can think of was that their first game of the season?
It was no. It was their they had played before we got down there.
Okay, I know we had played one game too. We had played Lakeland.
It's
it's interesting.
Yeah, now he did have 5 fouls. He battled foul trouble. He had 20.
Yeah.
He did play 24 minutes though.
Could have just got probably some early foul trouble, and then just could never get in rhythm.
He is rolling around. It's 22 tonight. That makes it 7 straight of 20 plus for Okafor.
He's got a dub.
It's his 3rd double-double. His 2nd in a row.
Well, Grizzlies, so we would call it Dubsky.
Hurt steps out for a 3 and hits.
Dot right there. That's a dot.
He is into double figures with 11. 3 for 6 from three-point land for Hurt.
I mean, you just letting him walk right into the lane, Okafor. Eventually, he's going to be deep enough, and it's not going to matter.
They swing it to McKinney. He drives and finds Okafor, and Okafor can't get the dunk, but it ends up falling in anyway. Now, here's one of the other things. In that game, he only had 9. McKinney didn't play.
Yes.
McKinney sets up a lot for them with his ability to do a lot of different things.
Yeah. No, McKinney didn't play. Bruno didn't play.
That ball saved, and there is McKinney.
Yeah, Bruno didn't play. McKinney didn't play. Minaya didn't play. Yeah. I mean, so you're talking about 3 guys who play a big role for them. Bruno's got 14. McKinney has 23. Minaya has 14, who did not play in the Hustles win over Mexico City.
Yeah, that's
a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. A lot of production.
I'll say this. I would almost guarantee that McKinney gets a call up this year.
Yes. I would absolutely bet that.
Again, he played 7. He was with the Bulls last year. Clark probably will.
Yes.
If he can show up on time. Okafor, he's great at this level. He can do that. But the game doesn't suit him at the NBA level. So I don't know that Okafor won't get that opportunity.
I could see somebody giving Minaya a call up. If you just need somebody to come in and try to knock down some threes. I mean, like, why not? Yeah, I mean, you see so many guys get 10 days. So many of them get 10 days. That's why it doesn't really surprise me when guys get 10. And it's like, well, that guy got a 10-day. Like, tons of guys get 10 days.
Certainly, you can see Caboclo get back into the league, get that opportunity.
Especially
last year in Brazil.
Well, especially during the COVID year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, tons of guys were getting 10 days left and right.
Gilliard to the rim, lays it up and in. So here we go. Now you got to tell 10-point games. A chance, again, for the Hustle to make this run.
I would just
They're
say
going to go right back to Okafor.
Yeah, I would just say don't let Okafor kill you. If they got guys that are going to make threes, that's fine. Just it's a good shot.
With the three.
That's a good shot. You live with that, though. What you don't want is Okafor just scoring 2 feet from the basket. Because if he catches it there, it's going to be automatic points.
Pacheco only averages 7 points a game against the Hustle. Averaged 13 in the 2 meetings. Now has 6 tonight. Hurt again. No.
Oh, look good.
Right on line, just a little short. McKinney now with his double-double as he picks up the rebound. So McKinney and Okafor each have double-doubles. Jones back into the game for Pacheco. Lofton back in for the Hustle. Williams will go out. Oh, McDermott back in as well. Hurt goes out. So you got Weems, Bean, McDermott, Lofton, and Gilliard. Okafor goes to the spin. Double team comes. They knocked it away and got the steal. Gilliard to McDermott down the lane, and he's fouled.
Good foul right there, too, by Mendoza. Great aggressive move from Sean McDermott. I like going with who's going with the Dwayne Wade look tonight, with the tights underneath. Dwayne Wade made that very popular in the NBA.
It is.
And it is back.
It is big now.
Yeah, it used to, and then they outlawed it for a little bit. It's now allowed again.
McDermott hits the free throw. He's into double figures with 10. Averages 11 a game. Also just have not been able to get it down into single digits. McKinney at the foul line. Hits again. 25 for Alfonso McKinney. Averages 14 a game from the Wisconsin, Green Bay, Eastern Illinois standout. Lofton's 3 off the back iron. Rebounded by Okafor.
Good job by Bean to even try to get that rebound. That was Okafor's all the way. But never going to fault the guy for getting effort. This is a mismatch right here. There's a size disadvantage here.
McKinney shoot over the top of Gilliard.
I don't know why McKinney didn't spin back the other way and just go towards the basket. Gilliard was given a baseline.
Gilliard, he goes to the... Oh, my goodness! What a scoop by Gilliard. How did he get it up there? Holy cow. Gilliard with 7 now, coming off the triple-double on Friday. He's got 7.6 assists and a backup goal tonight. Jones to the rim, fouled. The Hustle hanging around, can't get it from tonight. Then it's a 3-game homestand to wrap up the regular part of the Showcase Cup to try and earn a spot in the playoffs in Vegas.
On our Lakeland game next Tuesday on NBA TV.
That's right. The big show.
They have no idea what they're in for with you.
Lakeland was here for the season opener. We will see them again in a week. Beans 3 comes up short. Caboclo with the rebound. And here's Jones on the run to the rim. Lays it up and in, and a foul. Bean with the foul. Jones into double figures with 11. Just 2 for 7 from the field for Jones. Mason Jones, former Arkansas Razorback star, coming off a 16.9 rebound, 7 assist performance in their game on Sunday. First team All G League a year ago. A good free throw shooter, hits there. He's 4 for 5 at the line. And he's got a dozen now. And just like that, the lead is back up to 16. And now a turnover. Chandler's pass taken away by Mendoza. Mendoza misses the dunk, and then they're going to call Chandler.
He's not arguing, but
here we'll take a look at it.
Oh, the hand. The hand. It was the hand. That's what's going to do it. They're going to call that. Yeah, you don't challenge that. I mean, it's nothing, but it's.
When we first saw it live, it looked like he didn't do anything. Look,
Yeah,
literally, he stood there and let him try and dunk it.
Yeah. And even on the replay, it looked like that's what he was doing, and then saw the hand at the last second. Yeah.
Chandler's pass again, taken away. Caboclo leads the break for McKinney, and a foul will be called here. It's interesting. We were talking during the break whether we would even see Kennedy Chandler anymore because, I mean, he just played last night for the Grizzlies and logged a pretty good amount of minutes. The Grizzlies play again tomorrow night, and while Ja will be back, you don't know what might happen. I mean, Chandler could have to log some minutes again tomorrow night, which could be 3 straight nights for him.
Well, Ja will be back tomorrow night. Jaren Jackson Jr. obviously will play tomorrow night. John Konchar's back, and looking like Zaire Williams may make his season debut. But, yeah, you never know. If foul trouble happens, Kennedy may end up getting in. If, something happens to one of the other guys, he may get in. You never know. So it could be a 3 games and 3 nights thing for Kennedy.
Here he is on a drive and left it short.
But he has been...
and he was out of bounds. They're going to say Mania never reestablished.
I don't think Kennedy would argue with either one of us when we say he has not played well tonight.
No. Let's be honest too. Like, you kind of have your breakout game at the NBA level. Like the next night you're down in the G League. You're probably kind of like, it's a little humbling. First of all, you're kind of like, oh man, I thought I was doing well, and all of a sudden it's like, hey kid, get to the G League team and go play again. Here's McDermott off the inbound, takes the feed from Chandler and puts it in. 12 for McDermott. Do the Hustle have a run in them? They've gotten it down to 10. Could get no closer. Now it's at 18. It's been as big as 20, the lead for Mexico City. Hustle have never led. Mania. That one again goes down. His 5th 3 of the night. He's 5 for 7, 17 points.
Wasn't it just like an 11-point game or a 10-point game?
Yes. And now they have their biggest lead of the night. Lofton will go to the line. Caboclo picks up his 4th. Williams replaces Bean now. Lofton still does not have a rebound. Came in averaging 27 points, 10 rebounds, nearly 11 rebounds per game in the 6 games with the Hustle. He's got 16 points, now make it 18 points, but does not have a rebound. McKinney to Caboclo. And inside, that's going to be an and one opportunity. McKinney gets the bucket. The foul is on Lofton. McKinney with 29, trying to make it 30. And he missed the free throw, so can't get to the 30 mark. Chandler back the other way quickly. Oh! With the right hand.
Memphis, Tennessee, my city, tough.
Chandler with 8 now with the throwdown. They go inside. Caboclo, defenders all over, gets it back, goes up again, and scores. .4:17 to go, and getting tough here. Starting to run out of time.
Just a little bit, Eli.
Starting to run out of time. Williams hits another 3.
you go, Vince Williams.
His third of the night, 3 for 7, 26 points.
And it couldn't have been Romeo Williams this time because he's on the bench.
So Williams, one of the bright spots of the evening.
Oh my gosh, Mason Jones hits that, turns, and talks some trash to the hustle bench. Matthias returns the favor. I mean, we're just going to start shooting threes back.
Matthias needed that. He keeps up his streak.
He does.
That's his second 3 of the night. He has hit multiple threes in every game this year. Caboclo with the dunk on the other end.
And I even think when we have fouls, we should just get a running clock here. Because it appears that most of these teams have just decided, whatever.
Williams' season high had been 18. He's got 26.
By the way, Lofton finally got his first rebound.
And now McKinney is over the 30-point mark.
Yeah,
and we've got a timeout with 3:07 to go. Well, the Capitanes came in 17th in the league in three-point percentage, about 34%. But the Hustle are the 4th worst three-point percentage defense. And tonight, that won out. As Mexico City is 16 of 34, 47% from three-point range in this game, shooting nearly 56% overall from the field. Inside, Lofton, no, but a foul. Now they come in shooting nearly 50% from the field because, well, Jalil Okafor shoots 72% by himself, so you know that. But they are not a great three-point shooting team, except for tonight they have been. For McKinney, by the way, this is a season high with 31. It's his first double-double. Lofton with this free throw. Could have got his 20 points, which he's had in every game. Still needs 2 more. And this is the free throw. Mendoza, now Jones, 5 to shoot.
Thurman put his hand right on Mason Jones' forehead.
Mendoza's 3 bounces around but won't fall. Chandler to the rim. Up and under with the scoot, no. Williams the follow and 1. So Williams have a chance to get a 30-point game under his belt. He got 28 now. Free throw could get him to 29.
You assume he's going to play the rest of the game.
Now, according to our stats monitor, he's played 117 minutes, so you'd think he'd probably be tired and could get a rest here for the final 2 minutes.
You know what? Playing 117 minutes out of a possible 48 minutes.
He is not the game high, though. That's Alfonso McKinney with 123.
You know, and Mendoza has 122. It's
a lot of minutes.
It's a lot of minutes.
Great conditioning. Got to give him credit.
Yeah.
It's that altitude they train.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know, but it ends up with Lofton. And there it is. There's 20 for Lofton. He's had 20 in all 7 games he's played with the Hustle. 20 points, just 1 rebound. So he will not get his 5th straight double-double. Chandler trying to move in front, intercept, and they're going to call the foul on Chandler. Bit of a mismatch there. He was trying to guard Caboclo. So he tried to intercept the pass and was called for the foul. Caboclo will go to the line. 92 seconds to go. McKinney's going to come out. They got to shoot the first free throw because now we're into regular free throw shooting mode. They'll shoot both free throws in the final 2 minutes here. Caboclo gets his 19th point. Now they almost forgot that there was a sub waiting.
Yes.
Of course, if you're the refs, you're not used to them having to shoot 2 free throws, so
right.
It's a little confusing. Caboclo's second will not go. Lofton another rebound.
It's second.
Chandler sets up Lofton in the lane. Lots of contact. Lofton gets the bucket.
Yeah, that could have been an and one.
So Mexico City will go to 9-5. Again, they are in position right now where they would make the Showcase Cup playoff. The Hustle will fall back below 500 at 5-6. And it'll be tough for them to get a chance to make it. Now they would still, all of the teams will go to Vegas and you get at least a couple of games there, but only the top 8 are into the actual playoff. Rio Grande Valley is leading the South. They have gotten hot and have won 5 in a row. Excuse me, 6 in a row. Rio Grande Valley has won. They are now 9-3 to lead the region. Under a minute to go now. Mexico City led it from the get-go. 62 points in the paint. Now the Hustle have gotten up to 54 with 62 points in the paint for Mexico City. They have done a lot of damage with Okafor and Caboclo down in the paint. As Lofton tries another 3, that one won't go. Lofton was 16 points in the half, 22 for the game. Hustle will fall below 500 here on the home floor as well. They'll go to 2-3. They'll hit the road for a couple this week, as that 3 won't go down. At Birmingham and at Texas, Thursday and Saturday. As Kennedy Chandler just tried to absolutely hammer one on Mason Jones.
He tried. He tried to punch that.
Little SEC on SEC crime. My goodness. Chandler will not go quietly into the night here with 22 seconds to go. And now there's a lot of talking. Who's Chandler is talking to somebody on the bench?
I don't know who they're talking to. He's telling someone not to talk to him.
It looks like it's one of the assistant coaches.
Yeah, it does look like one of the assistants. Yeah, one of those nights.
As Chandler hits the first free throw. Did they not call technical?
Technical foul, get out.
Yeah, Kennedy's gone.
I thought they called a technical on their bench. Why wasn't there a technical free throw shot?
Well, they're called double technicals.
Oh, the first was double technicals.
Yeah.
And then Chandler just got a second
win.
technical?
Yeah, Chandler just got Kennedy Chandler just got a second technical and got thrown out. I want to know what they said. I want to know what was said.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's probably a good thing they threw him out because they do shake hands after the game. Both teams do line up and shake hands with each other.
Okay, now.
Oh, they get to pick.
Yeah, they get to pick who shoots the second free throw. He's got one more free throw.
Oh my God, who cares?
So now it's going to be Gilliard. Or no. He's literally, Ramon Diaz is saying, I don't care.
Yeah,
just
come
put
on.
somebody in the game. He literally is saying, put somebody in the game. I think it was one of the assistant coaches. We had to shoot a technical free throw down here first. Kennedy's dad over there at half court. I was trying to see his reaction, whether he didn't have much reaction. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's the assistant coach that was one the talking back and forth. And I don't know what started it. Obviously, it was after the dunk attempt. Boy, the crowd goes crazy as Jones misses the free throw.
Oh my
This has gotten bizarre.
I think most of the people in here have no idea what's going on right now.
Gilliard will now shoot the second free throw for Chandler, who was ejected. And Gilliard gets that free throw. Jason March says no fouls. Mexico City can dribble out the clock. Ramon Diaz tells them, we're just going to dribble out the clock. Let's get this thing over with. Get out of here. So Mexico City will win it 126-112. Their 9th win of the year. Their 3rd in a row. The Hustle's 2-game winning streak comes to an end. They fall to 5-6 on the year. Mexico City goes to 2-1 against the Hustle in this Showcase Cup portion of the schedule. They will meet again in